sponsored by Mitts of Virginia. In just a bit, we're going to have a video that explains what Mitts is and does. We'd like to take a moment to thank Mitts and its wonderful staff for all the help in sponsoring Cooking with Carter Season 4. Hello, Cooking with Carter. It's DJ with you right now with this special episode, and I do apologize for me not being in my chef vest, but this one's a little bit different. What we're doing today is we are going to show you some of the reasons why it's taken almost 2 months for Cooking with Carter to launch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you on a quick tour of some of the things that the company has been doing to renovate my house. And what we're going to do, you're going to see a lot of movement, a lot of blurriness, because I'm going to be the one filming, because I'm going to be driving around in my chair. So I do apologize for that. But just wanted to let you guys know, we are going to launch very soon. The renovations are about halfway completed, so they should be completed by, I would say, the mid-April. We should be done, is what I'm hoping for. So I'm going to take you on a quick tour, and we'll be back in just a minute. All right, we're back, and thank you for being with me today. What we're going to start with is we're going to start with the bathroom area. You'll notice, and I'm gonna actually back up here so you can get a wider view from the right side here all the way to the left side. This entire wall has been taken out, so I've got about a 4.5 foot to 5.5 foot gap where there's no wall. Now you'll notice two doors adjacent to each other here. What this is I've got an 1.5 inch thick particle board or plywood setting right here that's covering a hole. This is going to be a handicap shower. Now the handicap shower is going to sit in this direction, okay? So all this is going to be piped and everything like that, and they've already jackhammered the hole at the bottom, and that's why the door is covering the hole here. Now as far as there's going to be new rails put in, a brand new roll-in shower. There's going to be a new sink, new toilet, all of that. This sink is going to be bigger. Sorry for the dirtiness because it's been completely messy. Things have been roamed around. New mirror. I have new light fixtures here. Those are actually new. Again, there's going to be rails and also a wood paneling look linoleum. You can see that the floor has been ripped up and there's concrete underneath there. So they're going to put the linoleum in there. So that is the bathroom. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just spin around real quick. And you can see where the wall has been actually ripped down, and there's all the wiring and things up there. You can see all that. They've taken the closet door off because they're going to actually make this closet door smaller, but the closet's going to stay the same. So there's the closet there. Hopefully you're getting a good view of that. All right. Now, this is one of the things they did. They put a brand new door on the utility room. This is going to be about the size of my bathroom door, which is 36 inches. I'm not going to open the utility room because it's just the water heater and things like that. But they did, well, actually, I'll go ahead and do it. They did put in a water heater. I'll show you that. Brand new water heater and all of that, and all the fixtures and stuff in there. So there's the water heater right there, and the new AC unit right there. So they did that. All right, now we're going to roll into the living room. There's not much being done in the living room except for, and I'm going to go over to the door here. You'll notice that the paneling on the bottom, this beige paneling, is all going to be ripped up, and there's going to be a vinyl wood paneling look that's going to be replaced. To the second part of this episode, I'm going to take you over to an apartment and show you what the finished product looks like, so you'll be able to see. Now the only thing that will be different will be it's on the right side where my transfers are on the left. They actually replaced the door. You can see this is a brand new door. They're going to lower the peephole. That's one of the things they're going to do to make this whole apartment's being made fully ADA handicap accessible. So now we're going to go into the kitchen, which is kind of a sight for sore eyes right now. All right, so let's take a look at the floor, or lack thereof. This is all concrete. There's no linoleum, no anything in there on this. They're going to do that same wood paneling look with the vinyl on the floor here. Now, a couple of things I'm going to point out. First thing is I used to have the doors that were the accordion doors on here. Those are no longer ADA compliant. So what they're going to do, they put these on there, which swing open and swing closed, okay? Show you inside where the dryer is and the washer is. Now, that's all my cleaning supplies, and I have stuff sitting everywhere because I have to actually, there's a shelf that my uncle and I put up together, and their washer and dryer there. So that's the cool thing about that, and they just close, and it makes it a lot better for the washer and dryer. So let me actually close this for you. There that is. All right, now I don't have it all the way closed, but that's fine. Now, here's what's going to happen. All right, if you take a look right up here, and I'm going to zoom in so you can see these. Okay, these, if you look at this cabinet here adjacent to the fridge, this is an ADA cabinet. Now, you notice how long it is, and it comes down to about just midway of the freezer. Now, there is a cabinet over here on the left side of the freezer, which is actually, and let me get in line with it here. It actually, and I'm going to grab my, sorry for the shoddy camera work if you can't see it, but this one is not quite long enough, so they have to put the proper measurement there. But there's a countertop here with drawers that pull out. That's what the countertops are going to look like right there. So let me zoom back out. Okay, there's a countertop right there, and all of the countertop. This is a new fridge, and I'll do the same. I did a little video for Facebook so they could see, because Facebook's been asking about the renovations. I'll show you the corner of the fridge, or the face of the fridge. There you go, brand new. And open the fridge up, show you what that looks like. Here's the door with all the shelvings on it. Now, what I like about this is the climate control, which is right here. Zoom in so you can see that. Okay, there's your climate control. Zoom back out, and here's this has 2 drawers. My other fridge only had the 1. So there's 2 drawers there, and you can, of course, move the shelves up and things like that. Now, this actually has a timer on it for when you have it open too long, so I'm not going to have that go off. I'm going to go ahead and shut the door there. I'm going to also show the freezer. Now, this freezer is pretty deep, and I've got it pretty well stocked, so we'll go ahead and open that up. Alright, so you can see my waffles and bologna and smoked sausages and ice packs and all that stuff in there. Alright, so there's your Cooking with Carter freezer. That's where all your food comes from. Alright, so we'll go ahead and close this up. But here's the depth of the freezer, and you can kind of see, you know, even the bottom shelving. It's very nice, very clean. And we wipe this down about once a week just to make sure. We've had it about 3 weeks now. Okay, so we got that all closed up. All right, so now I do want to mention a couple things about the stove. This entire stove is going to be replaced, and all of this is going to move over to the right. Okay, the bottom cabinets here are the old cabinets, in addition to this cabinet right up here. That's a placeholder for the new one that's coming down. And all of the counter is going to drop down about 2 feet. Now, this sink that's here is going to be replaced. It's going to be a double sink so that you can actually see, you know, you'll have your wash side and rinse side. Some people don't like double sinks because it's harder to put bigger things in there. I do like the double sink because you have a wash and a rinse side. That's how I grew up. The bottom of this is going to be opened. And it's going to have, you know, all of this is going to be, you know, completely open. I can put my things underneath there. Dishwasher is going to be replaced, also going to be lower, and I'll be able to roll up underneath the sink. All right, so that basically is what is going on in the renovation-wise in the house. Now, I'm going to step outside just for a minute, and when we come back, I'm going to do a short presentation on the ramp that has been created just for this apartment. So we'll be right back in just a minute. All right, we're back on Cooking with Carter. Happy to have everybody with us today again. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is the last part of our house renovations, and this is one of the things that took the longest time to actually construct. Now, what I want to show you first is the original ramp that we had. They created this for my neighbor who's right beside me. This has an 8-inch, 8% slope. Now, I'm going to go actual down and up this so you can see exactly what I'm doing. And it makes it very hard when you're also going up the ramp. It tilts the chair back a little too far, and that's why you want to have what we created here. I'm going to actually show this on camera first. Now, this part here is a 5-foot slope, or a 5-foot square that I'm actually going to back off of so you can see. And move my feet back a little more. There's the 5-inch square. Now, the rails actually were just put up today. They were just finished. The rails go all the way from the square, and we're going to go down. This is the first part. This is a 10-foot drop down here, or 10-foot length ramp in this area. Here's another 4-foot square for me to turn again, and then I'm going to turn another time and go down another length of about 10 feet. And then what happens is it's going to come out right about here, and then I would have access to my van, so you can see how I went up. Now I'm going to hold the camera straight and not just hold it down this time when I go back up. So here's the rail coming up. We're going to turn. We're going to go up again. And we're going to turn. And we're going to go up again. And the rail, again, will be on this side so that I can't fall off. And that's an OSHA safety precaution. They had to put that up, and here we are back in the house again. So just to talk a little bit about this as I get situated here. This started out as this slope here. Okay, so they took all of this, they took a jackhammer and beat all this concrete up, and they had a drop off. All right, so they basically took this drop off and they created a wooden platform and filled it with concrete, and then went all the way down here, all the way to this rail, and they created a platform where all that would go, and they smoothed it out and made your sidewalk lines. And then what they did was they did the same thing and created the square. I'm going to go back down again, and they created the square from this side, and they went all the way down. And then finally, that's where the ramp ends, right down there at the edge of the rail. So that, and I actually have enough room to circle from here and to turn around and go back up. That's one of the reasons that they did that 4-foot platform. So that in itself is what Cooking with Carter has been held upon for the launch, because all of this still has to be done. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in with me and going through my dirty house, because everything is everywhere. And here's some of the stuff that I have just lined because there's nowhere to put stuff. I mean, I have things in my living room closet for right now because it's so messy, and we just have to find places to put stuff. But we'll get everything organized, and I'll take you on the tour for part 2 of the Cooking with Carter special episode to show you what everything looks like when it's done. So
we'll be right back.
Hello everybody, and welcome back. As I said earlier, we're going to talk just a little bit about our sponsor, Cooking with Carter. I'm with Richard Baldwin of MITS of Virginia. Richard?
DJ, thank you. I am with MITS of Virginia, and we are proud to be a sponsor for this season's Cooking with Carter. MITS of Virginia has been in the mobility business for over 16 years now, and we've been supplying individuals with solutions to their mobility challenges, be it vans, home modifications, DME equipment, or just a listening ear if you have a question. Feel free to give us a call, 1-800-420-6470. You can see us on Facebook. We also are linked to the Cooking with Carter site and our website, www.mitsofva.com. DJ?
Well, I tell you what, he said it all. As you see the poster here, this gives you just a little bit about what MITS is and does. I know this man personally. He's a great friend and now a great sponsor and partner of Cooking with Carter. We are very thankful to Midts of Virginia and the staff at Midts of Virginia for all of their help. And as we say every time on Cooking with Carter, the meals we make are worth the wait. We'll see you next time. All right, hello and welcome back. I did want to mention one last thing. Actually, Emily's got the camera again now. Some of you have asked, especially on Facebook, did I get any of the filming of the process being done? I did do some of that, but I didn't want to have people in it. The problem is, a lot of times people don't want to have their faces on camera, and you actually have to have a rights and responsibility form waiver to show a video and you know, make sure that people, because you don't want people to have any problem with being in the video. So therefore I did get some of the building done, especially when the parking lot was being repaved, and that video is on my Facebook page, so you can go there, and I will also post that video to the Cooking with Carter page to show. So like I said, on part 2 of this, we're going to have a complete look at finished apartment and what it looks like. The only difference is going to be that it's going to be set on the right side instead of the left. My transfers occur from left to right. Most of the transfers in the handicap apartment, such as toilet side and shower side, occur from right to left. So that will do it for this episode of Cooking with Carter. Thank you for tuning in. I'd like to thank the over 7,100 viewers that we have and over 155 subscribers. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. You can subscribe anytime you wish. Just hit that subscribe button, and you can also like us on our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/cookingwithcarter. Remember, the meals we make are worth the wait. We'll see you next time, everybody. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.